occasionally.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'll start off and just a few comments about the game. I thought it was a very well played game defensively, no errors on either side. Obviously, we had quite a few people on base, and Taylor Page Stewart pitched very well to get out of those jams, along with a good defense. We hung in there, weathered, got the one run up, and then of course they bounced right back and got a home run. But to Sheridan's credit, she hung in there and continued to challenge the hitters, and until we were able to break the game open late, and that ended up being the difference. Was the 5-run inning.
Jenny, for you, did you girls have the confidence, going in? You left so many runners on base, going to the later innings. Did you think you guys would finally break through?
Yeah, we always have that feeling that, we had 6 hits and 1 run, but we knew that we kept chipping away and we were going to explode at any moment, so we were pretty calm.
Take us through the at-bat and I guess it was the 6th inning with the double. What were you looking for? What did you get?
I was just looking for something in my zone, but the crowd is so great, but you got to use it to your advantage, just telling myself to lock in and look for something good. So that was pretty much my process.
They made that pitching change there. Was there any sort of difference you were seeing between the 2 pitchers? Was that coming fatter?
The first pitcher was more upspin and the second pitcher was more down, so just a little adjustment.
Were you surprised by that move at all? It seemed like Stewart had been throwing pretty well all game, and then they went away from her, and you guys jumped all over that second girl.
Well, hindsight's always 20/20, and that's your number 1 pitcher, so I'm sure they felt confident in making that move. And, you hit a line drive at somebody, and now you're talking about, hey, they got out of it. So it's just one of those things in softball that Janie had the patience, was able to get a good pitch, and we capitalized. But, who knows what was a bad move. It's so easy to be on this side of it and say it was a bad move.
Sharon, yesterday you talked about, sticking to the game plan. Do you feel you accomplished that today?
Yeah, I do feel like we accomplished the game plan. I think, I obviously made a few mistakes, the home run, but I do think that I accomplished the game plan and just stuck with what the coaches were calling.
Did you have the confidence in the offense to kind of get it going, knowing that you just had to keep throwing well to keep it in the game?
Definitely. I don't usually get nervous because they were continually getting on base, continually making contact, and they'd come in and they'd have a game plan. They would talk about it, and I didn't really feel nervous, and I have full confidence in them.
Even when it was tight 1-1 there, it seemed like it was still real loose in the dugout. It didn't seem like there was a whole lot of pressing. Is that something that you guys kind of developed confidence-wise through the year, or is this something that's been coming around later? When did that kind of start happening? I think that when we have a fun environment like that and loose and not get tense is when we play our best. So I think we've kind of been doing that all year, is just continue to have fun, just stick to our game plan, play our game, and not get too hyped up in the high moments and not get too low in the when we don't do as well. So I think that that's something we've kind of been doing all year.
Like when they made the change, essentially you gathered the 3 runners on base, Janie, and everybody was kind of nodding their head like they were all on the same page. What was the conversation there?
Well, we just talked about the fact that the types of different pitches she throws, and it's a different look than Taylor Page Stewart. So we were ready for that. Obviously they both have great change-ups, and we had to be aware of that. But we're just looking for something in the strike zone. That's what we talked about. Just get something in the strike zone, something you can handle, and we did a pretty good job of that.
Jacob, can you compare the feeling of getting a hit like that in a postseason game to compare to maybe a few weeks ago coming through in a tie game?
I think it's a little bit more exciting just because there's a game on the line, and our record doesn't really matter anymore. It's all about getting to the next game and winning. So it was a really great feeling, but coming through for your team always feels good.
Well, for you, Coach, did you believe the offense was going to kind of come through in the end? And did you guys stick to the approach you had?
Well, you have to, yeah. We weren't doing a whole lot of things wrong except with people on base, and like I said, we were just maybe chasing and wanting it too much, and we talk a lot about process, and that's why we don't try to change anything, get too high, too low. We continue to have the same approach. What were they trying to do? What went wrong? What are we going to do about it? Those are the types of things we try to do. We try to take the emotion out of it, even though we're having fun. Obviously, being emotional, we don't try to point the finger at ourselves. It doesn't have to be you, and I think it was a true team approach where Peterson came through. She struggled her first couple of bats, and Linville struggled her first couple of bats, and they didn't get too down on themselves and were able to come through in the big moment.
Do you change your approach approach at all going into the game tomorrow, knowing what you know about the teams that are here?
Well, depending on which pitch we face, we'll have a game plan for each one, or whatever team we face. Obviously, there's a lot of softball to be played right now, and we'll wait and see from there, and we'll counter. I'm not sure who I'm going to pitch yet. It could be Cheridan, could be Carissa. Those are the two I usually start, and then we use Smith and Willett to relieve. So that'll be my choice for tomorrow, and I'll have to sleep on it.
Does it help having at least a little bit of a close game today to kind of get you guys into tomorrow, or does it matter with this team to have kind of a tight one under your belt?
Well, I think it's better to win ugly than lose well. So it wasn't. I thought we did a good job today. It doesn't matter if it's close or not. I think that the big thing is coming through in the big moment. Are you able to handle the pressure? What kind of approach? How are you handling it? That's what we try to focus on. So.
Anything else? Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.